Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Nonstop Talking with your girl here, Vivian Liu. Today is going to be the King's Avatar Transgalso review for episode 6, 7, and 8. I originally said that I was going to start combining the episodes together, which I am. I planned on only doing 2, but I was watching it over the weekend and in one go I watched 3 episodes, so obviously I find it entertaining and I want to continue, but I decided to stop at 8 and first talk about my thoughts. 2 things I need to clarify. Number 1, in my previous video, I think it was the one right before this, so episode 5, I made a mistake and called the Blue Guild leader, I called him Baozi, but they're actually 2 separate people. I'm actually like a little confused right now because I'm like, okay, so he's the Blue Guild leader and then the teammate is Baozi, but where did Baozi come from? Yeah, I'm not really good at like watching dramas, I feel like, because I like always get distracted and I'm like doing other things while watching too. So maybe I just skip that, but at this moment in time, these are 2 separate people that I accidentally said shared the same name. And one of them is Baozi, and Baozi is currently, I guess, part of Ye Xiu's team, and then there is the Blue Guild leader who is not part of the team but asks for Ye Xiu's help. Second thing I want to clear up is that in episode 6, the boss lady actually said something on the lines that in these 3 days you've really impressed me, and she said it to Ye Xiu, and that's when it hit me that he's probably only been working there for 3 days, and I've just been so harsh and mean to him every episode when he's only been working at this place for 3 days. He doesn't have the experience, he doesn't know what's going on, he's still like a trainee going through probationary period. Oh my gosh, like I was so mean to him, and now I'm just realizing, wow, this story is really slow going, because if like I'm getting this context and I'm understanding it correctly, he's only been working there for 3 days and he still needs to go like a full year to be like reinstated to play again professionally. So yeah, now I'm beginning to see why this is a 40 episode drama. So I've cleared up those 2 things, and I'm sorry for all the misunderstanding. Honestly, I feel like maybe I shouldn't do these anymore, just because like I'm not very like fine-tuned to like detail and stuff, and I will probably give like a better like review or like share better thoughts and opinions like once I've wrapped something up, instead of doing episode by episode or bunching episodes together. With that being said, there is one scene I was a little bit confused by in episode 6, which is the scene where the talkative teammate from, what was it, Blue Rain, the one who like talks all the time, I thought the microphone and like headset stuff were to communicate with your teammates. I didn't realize you can communicate with the competition. I didn't think that esports works like that, so that was really confusing. If someone could clarify that for me, that'd be really awesome. I know we're supposed to find this new talkative guy from the Blue Rain team endearing, but there was this one scene where he tells Susu to watch her diet, which is I think during like the pre-game handshake, and I thought that was really rude and super unnecessary, and it rubbed me the wrong way, and I don't find him endearing. Also, I'm really confused by Excellent Era's management. They're gonna get mad at a captain who like doesn't show up for publicity, but they're not gonna reprimand a captain who caused the team to lose embarrassingly. Maybe they don't deem that it's his fault per se, but as a captain, you shoulder all the faults. You get me? So that's also why I didn't like that the captain like blamed Susu. I thought like you should man up. But at the same time, like I was just like, what's management doing? They edged someone that was winning out for someone that they expected to win but also do publicity. But if you're not winning, you're not going to be getting as much publicity. So excellent errors, excellent error, your management sucks. Also, I noticed that there was a Hatsune Miku figurine on the counter of the internet cafe, and I thought that was really cool. So that's my thoughts for episode 6. Moving on, episode 7, we are introduced to this concept of boot camps for gamers. Okay. I feel like I say this in every episode, so I'm glad like I'm combining the episodes together. How does esports work in China? Like, what is the logistics of this? Because they have these boot camps, right? And the boot camp's name is the name of the game. So is it the game that's running these boot camps? But at the same time, it's these professional sports company that are sending their trainees to these boot camps. So is it these companies that are running this boot camp? And finally, I guess the biggest question is, okay, so all the companies send their trainees there, or do the companies go there and pick the trainees to be part of the team? Like, I really just want more clarification as to how this world works, because it's set in the real world, right? So I mean, whatever, I guess maybe they like explain it more in the anime, or maybe they explain it more in the light novel. It's hard. So we are introduced to green team. I think their name is Tiny Herb, which is weird, but we're introduced to their captain, and their captain has one mono eyelid and one double eyelid, and I actually have that exact same. I wanted to call it a problem, but I like shouldn't call it a problem. But yeah, I have that exact same problem. So I feel you. I get you. It's difficult. Mine is not as noticeable as yours because my double eyelid doesn't look double eyelid sometimes. But yeah, I get the struggle. Also, I guess I am a little perplexed as to like everyone's like age in this story, because yeah, Chill is literally everyone's tianbei. So he's everyone's senior. And in addition to that, he's like teacher to a lot of the people that are currently competing who are like at captain level. So I'm just like, how old are you, Yechio? And how old are you in comparison to everyone else that like you taught and that you have seniority over? And supposedly the girl is like his, or the girl, Susu is his childhood best friend. So how old is Susu? Is she the same age as Yechio? And if she's the same age as Yechio, like how does this all work? Is she also like very senior in like years of playing as well? Well, that's it for episode 7. I didn't really take much notes on it. Now that like I'm combining episodes and probably stopping at this, I decided like there wasn't really that much point. And now moving on to episode 8. So I've realized now that in a lot of more recent Chinese dramas, they promote bromance that is pretty much borderline like gay friends. And you see it in a lot of dramas, whether it's like ancient dramas or like contemporary dramas, and like I'm using this term gay friends because that's how it could be considered directly translated from Chinese, and I just think it's very interesting that it's showing up more in like their, I guess, pop culture with their dramas and anime and whatnot, but it's also has to be like really subtle, like they are only friends even though they're like really close friends, and even if they like live together and are roommates and take care of each other, they're still only just friends, because being gay is still illegal in China, and it's banned. I don't even know why I said still. I don't think it's gonna like change like anytime soon. But yeah, I thought that was a really interesting trend to note, that it's something that's popping up more in like Chinese, I guess, pop like culture. And the reason why I bring this up is because you know how we have that one scene with Bao Zi and I don't know his name, but Boot Camp Boy, or like Return to Boot Camp Boy. Like they have like kind of like a meet cute where like Bao Zi is like overly friendly to this guy just because his keyboard was showing in his backpack, showing that he's a gamer and you're a gamer. Like no one's that nice. But yeah, so I was just like, oh, is this gonna be the gay friend pair of this drama? We shall see. We shall see. Once again, I also noted in my episode 8 notes that I really want to know how esports works in China, because there's this one part where we find out like the villain character, not really villain, but like not a nice person. He's a guild master, and he is the red team's guild master, and the, I guess, manager of Excellent Air was on his case. And now I'm a little confused. So does that mean like the companies own a professional team and then they also own a guild? Like whatever. Honestly, I don't really like this like mean character that much. He doesn't really like have much going for him, except he's mean because he wants to be mean, because he's arrogant. But yeah, hopefully he'll develop, but I'm sure it'll just be him like stirring more trouble and causing more problems, because he's not as strong as other people, and it's gonna just hurt his inferiority complex. Just real quick, I noted this in episode 6, but I think in episode 6 we see a lot of the game being played, and we get a lot of that animation, and it's really cool, and I love the music that gets paired with it. That's like honestly one of like my favorite parts of the drama, and I get why like this drama has to be 40 episodes long, because those like game sequence of like fighting and battling, PKing, whatever, like those take time, and I'm glad that they're taking the time to show the viewers, especially with it being so beautifully animated. And that ends my recap review of The King's Avatar Trensegalso episode 6, 7, and 8. Will I be continuing with this? I think the answer is no. It's been fun. I've enjoyed it, but I feel like I keep giving out false information. So I rather just watch the drama in its entirety and then write up a review, and probably mention it once I start doing wrap-ups, which is something I've been considering, doing monthly wrap-ups. And so that's it for these recap reviews of each episode. It's been decent. Comment below if you do want like just a video of like me talking about the drama once I complete it. If not, I guess this really truly ends this playlist of The King's Avatar. Outro time. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in my next video, whenever that is. Bye.